Dinesh, who is the Executive Chairman, TVS Supply Chain Solutions. Thank you for joining us, sir. Welcome to NDTV Profit. Cut to the chase, what specific wins are you seeing for logistics and supply chain sector, and how much of your company's top line and profitability is going to see a boost here?
From the FTA signing with the UK-India FTA, I think it's a significant plus for both the manufacturing and also the associated supply chain. So if you look at the focus of both the governments, I think it has been in making sure facilitating the ease of doing business and most importantly, creating the right atmosphere for manufacturing and the access to both the markets in both the countries. And if I look at the fact that I would call it path breaking in the way in which it is addressed both the manufacturing sector and the ability for Indian companies and the UK companies to do business together, it's something which is very welcome from an industry perspective. Obviously, supply chains are key to the success of every business. And as a company which is present in both UK and India, we are delighted that the signing of this FTA has happened, and it will facilitate the growth of trade between both the countries.
Right. So do you think that if the FTA will lower costs or simplify processes for Indian exporters shipping to the UK, where do you think the impact will be felt first?
I mean, you have hit the nail on the head. And I think actually the FTA lays open the opportunity for reducing the cost of doing business and also facilitating the trade in a better, and I would call it more streamlined manner. And it will reduce the cost of doing business both from an export perspective, but equally importantly, if you look at it, it will help both Indian companies invest in UK for the rest of the world and vice versa from UK companies coming in to further strengthen the Make in India initiative, which the government has been pushing, not just as a market for India, but also for exports back into UK and other developed markets. So I think this actually facilitates trade both ways. And from a paperwork and from, I would call it the inability to, our ability to provide digital solutions on the supply chain side is something which will be very exciting for us to look at. So it is beneficial both from a cost side and also from the ease of doing business.
So would you say that there are provisions in the FTA that directly address friction points like customs, tariffs, or any kind of non-tariff barriers?
Yes, 100%. I mean, this is as I said, the path has been laid very clearly to have no, I would call it ambiguity in terms of how the approach towards facilitating trade is going to take place. And also from the goods which have been covered and clear categorization has been done on where there would be duties to be levied and how duties would be levied. So for us, I think it makes very easy in terms of understanding while planning the supply chains. And as you know, in today's world, I think the UK-India partnership is something which is strategic in nature, and therefore it will not just facilitate normal consumption products, but also help in facilitating, I would call it, advanced technologies flowing in from UK into India and vice versa, and also provide clarity on how that will be dealt with when it comes to duties and paperwork.